Hey everyone. Okay, so I need to explain what I'm doing. Okay. Can I actually control this with my... Oh wait, that would be the wrong controller. No. Of course not. So, you might be wondering, Minecraft? You don't play Minecraft, and it's like, not really. Also, I spelled that wrong. I could also reset icon. Okay, so you might be wondering what I'm doing. Also, in case you're wondering, it's my little bird. It's got a scarf. So this is a project that I've been working on for a while, or at least was, and then Minecraft updated and it deleted my save file. So I've been restarting. So in this box, I have some items. And as you can see, I've actually outlined different typings from Pokemon, and every once in a while I'm going to show some progress on this. And the first three that I've worked on so far is the Kanto grass starters. So from right here onwards, it's going to be Kanto, and this is going to be Johto, Hoenn, be like that. And then going down in a cluster is going to be the evolutionary line. Okay, so as you can see on the first sign, I put the English name, the Japanese name, the Pokemon type, both like what their like Pokedex like name is, like the seed Pokemon, and then it's actual like typing, Kanto, National Dex, what is the basic evolution, and if you see here it's the first stage evolution, and then it's the second stage evolution. First and second being more commonly used in the trading card game, but I just wanted to show off that I also put their height and weight in meters and kilometers, because for a lot of the world that's a little bit easier to understand, but I just wanted to show what I'm working on. So here, let me actually pull up, where is it? Okay, it would be in there. Okay, so, okay, here, let me pull up full display. There we go. So you may remember that in a episode of Pokemon, if you'd watched that, I was showing off some sprite work. As you can see by this image right here. Here, let me edit. There we go. Wait. Okay. That is the Sun and Moon sprite. That is the sprite from... Yeah, that's the sprite from Sword and Shield. So I'm going to be dealing with that a bit. But for right now, I've basically effectively brought this down to a science. So I open all three of those up in that, Control G to put on a grid, and then do that for basically every single one of them. I would have had the grid up before, but I was dealing with episode thumbnails, and those are a little bit harder to work with if I have a grid. Okay, so first things first. Bulbasaur. As you can see, it's got some coloring, it's got some like differences, it's even got like different like grading of... Now let me bring up pencil. So you have dark, medium dark, normal, faded. So it's dark, medium, light, faded. And when it comes to 4 different types of colors, we actually have a few things that we can deal with in the game. So going back to the game, there is all of these different items that we can work with. So just pulling from here, Okay, green, lime. And then on top of that, we have green and lime terracotta. We have green and lime concrete. And we can't use any of the coral because it instantly dies. But we also have concrete powder. So, if you're actually looking at all of them, let me just set them all down so you can see what I'm talking about here. We have to find a color that is good from the side. And you could tell that we have like all four of them. We could have all four of them. Could have a darker one, medium, light, faded. But we have to actually deal with it in a vertical sense. So, and this is basically like any general thing that you come across when it comes to sprite work in Minecraft. Because I wanted to do a Minecraft series, but I didn't want to do Minecraft. I wanted to do something that was more closer to my wheelhouse. So let me just put all those away. Rain. Okay. Yeah. Weather clear, because it's a lot easier to work with if we're not having to deal with that. Okay, so we have a few more green. Yes, we have even more green to deal with. So we have emerald, lemon, to a lesser extent we have diamond, but that's more of a blue. Not going to be using the stained glass because of what we're dealing with. And then we have prismarine. And then if we feel like we can work with it, we also have mossy cobblestone. So just going from what we have right here, you could kind of see that we have a dichotomy of colors for green transitioning green into another color, whether that be black, blue, yellow, gray. We have a lot that we can deal with. 1 second as a double check. Okay, we are on peaceful, because I don't want any of this being blown up. As you can see on the ground, okay, to start off, we have the road is made out of bricks, and then we have a stripe of cracked brick running through it, and then we have chiseled brick that we're going to be working with a little bit, and then we have sea lanterns being on the ground, birch sign, jungle sign, glass planes, and then we have all the colors. So because Bulbasaur is grass poison in that order, starting from right here. Here, let me actually show you my process of laying all this down. I should have actually started with it, but I kind of wanted to show it all up from before. So let's... Actually, I probably should have done here instead. Okay. I actually probably should bring down my microphone levels a little bit. Okay. So, I keep looking over at my, looking over at OBS because of how small my window is. Okay. So, we're dealing with grass, so we find grass. And then we're also dealing with poison. So we grab first grass, and then we grab poison. Okay, so the way I usually go is out of the square that we need, like out there. And that's going to be our corner. And then as you can see, a design starts forming. If I were to do it the other way, where I start here and then work around like that, I would get a slightly different pattern. I want to, there is a circle pattern and then there's a cross pattern. I want to continue to work with the cross patterns throughout the entire thing. So there will be some that just isn't conducive to that. So I'm gonna have to mess with it a bit. But yeah, so I just keep going around. Right, yeah. Like that. Whoops. Okay. And as you see, that's going along. Okay. So, very next thing. We pull up stone bricks. And we start working with this. So, we want to make an L shape. And as you can see, I put like the little like things. But this is where it starts getting a little bit complicated. So what we've done right there is we have cradled the first pixel. So here, let me pull up screen again. So that one pixel is that right there. So we need to actually reconstruct this entire thing. First things first, height and length. So we need to go 20 out, 19 up. I've been working with this enough to basically know that it's not a complete square. But when we're dealing with this, basically that's 2, and we have to bring it out 20. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1 extra, up. So we've basically gone all the way over. And should be about there. So somewhere about right here should be the pixels around there. And I'm gonna just jump back over to the game. Clear the weather again. Because another problem is lightning hitting something and it freaking out. Okay, so you'll see that we've gone 2 over with each of these. So let's clear out 20 around. Sorry, 2. It would be weird if we went 20 around. Okay. And bringing it back. Okay. So that is gonna allot for the colors around. And because I am OCD like that, now we also need to bring up the road to go with it. Okay. So this is the amount that we currently have to work with when it comes to the first surrounding area. Clearing off for the road, and it's actually going to extend a little bit out because 20 is not the ending piece. If I really wanted to do it properly, I would actually be I would actually be working with in a more weirder sense, where I would just be going in a straight line and then going out would be the evolutionary chain, but there's also some problems there because I'm trying to make this version proof, and the reason why I waited until, well, one, until after Persona 5 was done, because there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. I was able to do this while Persona was going on, but I'm trying to find a good segue. So I guess there isn't one. Okay. I was waiting until Sword and Shield was out and people were able to actually figure out the sprites, but it looks like that people still haven't. So, one of the things that I wanted to make sure of was I had accurate sprites. And currently right now I am working on the sprites that are slightly different than normal and trying to replace them in my database, but as of right now I'm basically just working with just Kanto and just the Sun and Moon ones. Okay, so I'm gonna fill this in a bit, but that's where these come in. So we are definitely gonna need, just like from cursory knowledge, at least 5. So let's just say that we, oh wait, oh, I must have hit the thing on accident. So let's just add an additional 5. I would also put something like this when it is confirmed that that is the end and I'm moving on to a next set. I did the same over there when I completed the when I finished off the evolutionary line. Okay, so now that we've done that, oh, that looked weird because it's coming in by screen at an angle. Both it looked like that they were going off on weird angles. No. Oh wait, I'm pulling up. I know what's wrong. I was doing it in the wrong order. I was typing in chat. Okay. So we've made a line here, and this is the amount there'd be for there. This one's going to be a little bit longer, so it's going to extend out a little bit further. So it'd be like that, you know, when I get to that. I should have brought the grass just in case. There we go. Okay. The grass is just used to fill it in for later. Okay, so because that's basically cleared off, so I like one more. Okay, sometimes forget that those are animated, so every single time I see it, it like weirds me out. Okay. Okay. So now we've filled that with junk space. So you'll notice that this is a different texture than this. So it stands out of like, this is how much it is related to all the other ones. But there's also one last thing that we need to do. So 5 out from this corner. So it's 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And then we need to go 5 out from the corner again. Should be right there. Right, that's 4. And then we'd put it right there. And you might be wondering why exactly I'm doing that. It's because this is going to extend out kind of a bit. Actually, I should probably go on like 3. So it'd be 3, so right there. And 3 up, so right there. So there's actually a space of 3. I thought I was going to need 5, but it's probably going to be a little bit better. Okay. So, you may think that that's kind of weird, but imagine this with like lines of just like that. So that's basically what I'm working on. I'm going to fill this moat in right here and make it high enough. I'm going to show the second part, but that one's going to be for the next clip that I'm going to be working on. And I'm also going to need to decide what my colors are going to be. So next time you see me, I'm going to have at least this done and the colors checked out. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.